And good evening, folks. Alright, so back to Flight Simulator 2020 tonight. And here's King. Hey, King. Good evening. How you doing? Happy Friday to you as well. I'm doing okay. How was your week? Long week? Yeah, same here. And hello, Patrick. How you doing? Patrick Denon C says, usually a lurker, but I do enjoy your chill streams. Thank you, Patrick. Welcome. Am I going to stream Train Sim World 2 on Sunday? Maybe. Maybe. Probably so. Okay, that's the way we've been doing it the last couple weeks. We've done Flight Sim on Friday, and then Portal 2 on Saturday till we finish that off. And Train Sim World 2 on Sunday. That's right. Ken, you bought a TSW 2 last week, right? Did you get it installed? Really been enjoying it. Good. I'm glad. Been playing it a lot. Okay. What do you think so far? Are you enjoying any particular routes more than the others? All right. So last week we flew with our friend Arthur Burrows last week. He's not online yet this week though. And had some other people who said they wanted to fly. But nobody's online tonight, so I guess I'll be starting solo at least. We'll see if anybody else joins us in the meantime. King says, I love the London route. Okay, cool. Yeah, the Bakerloo line, the underground. Cool. Yeah, I drove a little bit at it on Sunday. You were on stream Sunday, right, King, for a little bit? Yes, okay. You know what? Why don't we do something in your neck of the woods, King? You were here, okay. Yeah, I thought so. So, still flying the small planes. I finally switched from, I've been flying the Cessna 152. I started flying the Cessna 172 now, because I'm trying to learn the autopilot system, so I'm going to probably be continuing to fly with that tonight. Oh, wait a minute. There was a really nice... I was flying the other day. It was a really nice red, white, and blue livery. Oh, it was the other plane. It wasn't this one. Okay, never mind. I think I'll try this green one. And I have a new tail number I adopted. Been using that. All right, we'll try that. Hey, Donna. When you do a fly around the world mission? Yeah, I don't think I have time for a 24-hour stream, Donna. How you doing, Donna? So I haven't done anything in Florida, I don't think. Maybe we can fly something in King's neck of the woods. So this is the international airport here. That's too big boy of an airport for us. Need to find something else. Hey, guy, how you doing? Donna says you can land. In fact, you probably need to refuel. Going around the world, you mean? Yeah. But I'm not worried about fuel because I'm still flying with unlimited fuel while I learn. It's just a matter of time. Maybe after I graduate to jet aircraft, that would be worthwhile. King says that's the city I live in. Okay, yeah, I know you live in this region. So Tampa International is here, but there's a number of small airports here that I can probably fly out. Oh, there's an Air Force base here. Big deal. Okay. Albert Whitted. Clearwater here. Okay. That's also an international airport. Clearwater Air Park. Peter O'Knight. And Tampa's over here. Okay. So how far apart are these? For example, if I took like a hop out of Clearwater Air Park over to this, how far is that? That's a real short hop. It's only 17 miles. We can go a little further than that probably. How far is Orlando from here? Orlando Executive. 83 miles. Okay. How you doing, guy? Let's see. Try Lakeland. Okay. Donna says, I'm just getting tired watching people take off, fly for half an hour, then land. Hey, Davis. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to be able to help you with that today, Donna, because while I'm still learning, landing and takeoff and landing cycles is what I need most of. So you're not going to see me doing a 2-hour flight until I'm really, good at jetliners, I guess. All right, Lakeland. Is that what you said, King? Where's Lakeland? Oh, over here, Lakeland. Okay. Hey, feeling, Davis? Lakeland Linder Airport. Oh, that's what I got. Okay. All right. Cool. And where can we go? Gainesville? Something like that, maybe? 49 minutes. That's kind of long. I don't think I want to go quite that long. Sarasota, maybe? 22 minutes. Yeah, we can do a little better than that. Venice. Punta Gorda. I don't know Punta Gorda. 31 minutes. Maybe we can do that. Doing okay, Daffys. Long week. Glad it's a holiday weekend coming up. Even though I have to work a little bit this weekend. Alright, let's try Sarasota maybe. And is there any other... Right, I didn't try this, did I? Venice. How about Venice? We'll land right on the beach, and let me see what kind of courses can I take. So the other thing I'm trying to do is learn the autopilot system. So I'm trying to plot a more interesting course than just going A to B. And I noticed some of these other options give you like different waypoints to travel. So I'm trying to learn how to do all that stuff. Is that all right with you, King? This location, Venice Municipal. I've never been to this side of the Florida coast, to be honest. Let's see if we do VOR. Kind of go that way, maybe. Try that. All right. All right. How about some clouds, but not a lot of clouds? Yeah, nobody's online. Nobody wants to fly with me tonight. Okay, no problem. Hey, Lone Star. Thanks for the host. Welcome. How you doing? Donna, do you play X-Plane? Alright, so this is telling us we're starting out at Lakeland, traveling to... What is this one? No, that's where we're starting, I guess. And we pick up... That is Sarasota, and then go straight into Venice. Let me see this other one now. So that starts at Lakeland, takes us into, what is that? JRGL. Not sure what that is. And then here, and then Venice. Okay. How's your week, Lone Star? So we're gonna try our flight in Florida tonight. You can fly to Orlando. I could, but it'll be really short from Lakeland, it turns out. It's something like 15 minutes. So I figure we'll try something a little bit longer. Let's try it this way. Down says, no, I have Flight Sim 2002. Dogfights and IL2. Okay. Yeah, Scott got me following a new channel this week where she plays some of this, but she mainly plays X-Plane. Excuse me. I just typed that in Miss Takai's Discord as she was telling me about her grandmother dying. Oh, okay. Lone Star says, do you have multiple stops on this? Looks like you have waypoints. I have waypoints, but they're mid-air waypoints. I'm only stopping at the last stop. Technically, you can stop at any one of the waypoints, you know, if you wanted to stop somewhere. Like, from what I understand, if you have like a really long trip, like say you're going from Washington, D.C. to South America or something, you can make waypoints and make stops to refuel along the way. You answered my question in her Discord. Oh, okay, I got you.
Lakeland Tower Kojo 6262 ready to go runway 27 IFR to Kilo Victor November Charlie.
Oh.
Kojo 6262 cleared for takeoff runway.
It worked. If you put your call sign in the
takeoff runway 27 Kojo 6262.
If you put your call sign in the plane setup form, it says your name as your call sign. I didn't know if it would actually be able to pronounce Kojo, but it obviously can. That's pretty cool. All right, now that I know that works, I'm going to change that a little bit more. All right, so I'm flying a new plane I've been starting to try to learn this week. And mainly because it's got the fancy autopilot system on it I'm trying to learn. A little intimidating, but I'm trying to get some practice. Oh, I've started from the runway. I didn't mean to do that. That's okay. We're here now. All right. Do I need clearance? Cleared for takeoff on runway 27. All right, so I'm already cleared. All right, so let me see. I've got... Alright. Alright, so this is going to have my VFR map. Still too zoomed in. Here I gotta, let's see, do they give us cruising altitude? Doesn't say. Alright, they gave us takeoff clearance, but I don't see if they tell us what altitude we need to be at. I guess I'll figure it out when I get up there. Maybe they'll radio it to us afterwards. Although I thought one of these shows us what we're supposed to be at. Lone Star says, good God, a flight to South America that had a 12-hour stream written all over it. Yeah. Talk about a long flight. Yeah. Actually, I did kind of have a long flight. I was trying to practice one of the jetliners off stream during the week. I I think I accidentally dialed it in for South America, but I flew from like Washington to Florida and then put it down, and I haven't picked it back up yet. So yeah, that's kind of a long flight. All right, let me see. Let me look at this again. No, I just want to see if it tells me cruise. No. Nah, I could have sworn this showed you, like, not only the stage of the flight, but the altitude for that stage. I can't quite seem to get the data. Alright, still trying to figure out all the avionics and stuff. Alright, I'm going to temporarily dial in an altitude, just assuming they're going to put me at about 4,000 or 5,000 feet, so... Decrease, increase. Let's put about 4,000 in for now. And we'll see what they say when we get up there. It might change. Alright, what else do I need? Probably try vertical speed mode. Alright, I might not be able to dial this in until I get up there, or I could probably just do this. Actually, that is what I'm going to want, but it's going to be a lot. Let's make it 75. Somewhere around there. Alright, we'll see if that starts us up. Lone Star says, this game looks really fun. I just wonder if people would get bored with just flying straight for so long and not doing anything except keeping the plane straight in flight. Yeah. I mean, you can fly it like that, but there's a lot more to it, which is why I'm kind of messing with the systems here now, because that's a big part of it. Navigation and you know, autopilot and a bunch of different systems that you have. So I'm trying to learn all that stuff, but I mean, there's just a lot to it. Alright, so let me see what else. And I'm just trying to learn how to set all this stuff up and use it. I mean, there's just a lot of stuff here. I'm kind of mad that I didn't do a cold start, though, because I'm still trying to learn that, especially in a new plane, but I set it up incorrectly. Alright, I think we're set. What, do I have flaps? I do not have flaps. Alright, we'll do minimal flaps. And let me see, do I have... Alright, release the parking brake. Alright, should be ready to go. Up. Flaps up. Let's turn on our...
6262, contact Tampa departure on 120.65. 120.65 Kojo 6262.
Alright. Let's turn on our first waypoint. Alright, so we're supposed to get up to 4,000 feet. Alright, I was right about that. It was just a guess. Alright, tune Tampa.
Tampa departure Kojo 6262 is climbing through 1,000 feet for 5,000 feet. Kojo 6262, Tampa departure continue as planned. Altimeter 29.92.
Alright.
Kojo 6262, you are 59 miles north. Maintain present heading and altitude. Expect vectors visual runway 23 approach. Maintain present heading and altitude. Expect vectors visual runway 23 approach. Kojo 6262.
Alright, should be good with them for now. Is that right? No, that doesn't look right. Hang on. Alright, Lakeland's where we just took off, right, King? Alright, so let me see. So we're continuing to climb. So I should be able to set up the autopilot to take over this part right now. So, let's see. So we'll take it on nav mode. Vertical speed mode? Flight level change mode, alright. Let's see if this will work. If I got the autopilot set up correctly. Alright, looks like that's correct. Taking us back on our flight line. Alright, still climbing. About 600 feet per minute. And making an adjustment. Alright, looks good. So I've noticed just a little bit of time that I've been playing with it. I think it's a little bit of a... it's a little quirkiness in it. Sometimes it just throws my nose like way in the air at crazy times, and I think from what I've read online, there's still a couple of bugs in the autopilot system. But it looks trimmed okay right now. King says, I feel like you could play XCOM in another window once you get cruising. Well, kind of, sort of. Alright, we're still climbing, so I'm not going to change my power yet. We're at 3,200 feet. We should be leveling out at 4,000 feet, then I can cut power a little bit. But, Lone Star says, that's so cool it says your name. Yeah, that is pretty neat, isn't it? That's my first time trying it. I just happened to see that on a video I was looking at on YouTube right before I started streaming. So, for example, if I go to this view, you can kind of see I did change the tail number, which I already knew you could do. But then there's two more fields that have like your call sign and a flight number. And by putting those in it, I can make it say Kojo 6262, and I didn't realize that would actually say that. So I thought that was kind of cool. I mean, the text-to-speech stuff is getting better, you know, in general. Because it used to be, I'm trying to think, it was an older game I used to have where if you put your name in, if you had a common name, then the game would start using your name in the game. So, for example, I mean, some of you guys already know, my first name is actually Kevin. So, that's a really common name, and the game, you know, would use my name. But if you had, you know, something else a little bit more exotic, it didn't know how to translate it. But, I mean, Kojo's not a real name, you know, so the fact that it could say it, I guess it's getting better. Alright. Alright, now that we're up here, let me look at this other view I was trying to look at before. Yeah, see, that's not showing me what I thought, because... I seem to remember seeing somebody video where they were showing this view, and each time they clicked on one of these, they got an altitude at that stage of the flight.
6262, please expedite your climb to 5,000 feet.
Okay, now I'm supposed to go to 5,000. I don't have to acknowledge, I guess. Alright. So, I can tell the plane to do that. Alright, it's already leveled us off at 4,000 feet. So, actually I should be cutting power right now, but I have to increase altitude. So let's do that. Now this one. I want that one. Alright, I need to change the vertical speed, though.
Kojo 6262, please expedite your climb to 5,000 feet.
I'm working on it, homie. I'm working on it. Let's try that. Alright, right on course. Looks like it's working. Alright, so I made a mistake when we got to 4,000 feet. Number one, I wasn't paying attention. Number two, I should cut power when we get there, because you don't want to overwork the engine. Alright, 400 more feet. What do you think, King? Anything look familiar? I mean, it's hard to recognize stuff from this high. Unless you fly a lot, I guess. Nope. Well, I would imagine this part of the map, I mean, looks familiar, right? I mean, there's the bay here. We left Lakeland here, Tampa's up here, right? Also, there's a thing here that carries your flight plan. You can edit it in real time. Daffy's, if you're hanging out, do you know anything about how to use this system? How to actually modify your flight plan? I mean, apparently you can enter waypoints here and adjust your course, but I haven't figured out all these functions yet, so I'm not sure totally how to do that. But, yeah, Lone Star, to your point, there's a lot to learn. Alright, so now we're at 5,000 feet. I'm going to cut power because we don't need full power to maintain cruising speed, or cruising altitude, really. And from what I understand, you're gonna... It does look familiar? Yeah, it should. But the idea is that you will, you know, basically wear out your engine by running it real hard. So you, from what I'm understanding, you You use power, you know, to climb, and once you get to the altitude you want to be at, then you pull back, and you should just be able to cruise. And then if I want to descend, I cut power even more. And this is all, you know, this is all stuff I'm trying to learn. This is all new to me. Because when you fly fighter jets, you're hand flying everything. But using these navigation systems and all this kind of stuff is just completely new to me. Flight plan. That clears it. I don't want to do that. That's enter. This navigates different functions, I think. What does this do? Set direct course. Menu. Please press the FMS cursor to return to the base page. Toggle map pointer from map padding. What else? That's my comms. That's VOR. We're not doing VOR right now. But I think the idea is that once you really learn these systems, you can pretty much fly the plane almost completely electronically. You know, totally by your instrumentation. Matter of fact, I was watching a guy on YouTube.
6262, contact Miami Center on 132
Excuse me?
132.35 for Kojo 6262. Miami Center, Kojo 6262, 5,000 feet. Kojo 6262, Miami Center, continue as planned. Altimeter 29.902.
Why am I getting a handoff to Miami? Miami is like way south of here. That's kind of odd. Let me see. So, for example, this map, which is the same thing as duplicated here, I believe I can configure this map to show me all the flight, what's the word I'm looking for? The air traffic control zones, I guess. Is that here? I mean, Miami is like way friggin' down here, right? I'm up here near Tampa. Why am I being handed off to Miami? So this was Lakeland's zone. They handed me off pretty quick. But I mean, again, this is stuff I have to learn. This is all new stuff to me. Procedures and air traffic control and all that stuff. Also, I thought there was a filter type thing you could switch on stuff in this view off and on. Maybe not. Alright, if I switch back to GPS tracking, it's just going to center my plane, if I remember correctly. Yeah. Alright. That's interesting. I noticed the autopilot doesn't really use that much to trim the aircraft. This says 4%. Seems like I had to add a lot more extra trim when I was doing it by hand, but I was flying a different aircraft though. So. All right, so we're cruising to about 94 knots. Oh, but I forgot. What I started to say before was I was watching another guy doing a tutorial on these systems, and he was spending almost like 90% of his video really just flying everything from these consoles. I mean, he spent like minutes looking out the window. And one leg of his flight, it was so foggy out, or at least maybe it was cloudy out, that he could look out the window and couldn't see anything. So I guess in cases like that, you pretty much, you know, really need to be able to navigate with this instrumentation. So this is stuff I gotta learn. How do I... Oh, I popped that up and I didn't know how to close it. How do I close that? Oh, just that. All right, no problem. So is this independent? It only comes up when this is active. Okay. All right, so this is what I have to learn also, to select at the place that you're supposed to land, because I think by default it just gives you a waypoint kind of in the middle of the airport, but you want the system to tell you, plot me an approach to the runway, and I know it's a function here, but I don't know how to do that yet. So let me see, does this, okay, this scrolls it. Select approach, select arrival. You see, how do I know which waypoint I have active? I would want it to be arrival. I would want it to set the approach at the very last waypoint. So on this trip I have 4 waypoints. So I don't know quite how to do that. Do I select it and then? Do anything at the moment. Toggle cursor. So what does it do? Oh, that way. So that's my final arrival. That's Venice. So if I select that, what does it do? Can I set the approach now? Actually, it's not working anymore. Do it again. There we go. Procedure. Select approach. Select here. Try that again. So that's the waypoint I want. I'm currently on this leg of the trip. Procedure. Select approach. Nope. Enter. Aha. There it is. So I'd have to pick. Okay, I can pick my runway here. No, that's not the runway. What is that? Let me try scrolling. What else do I get? Load or activate? No. Get back in there. I mean, I guess this could be a runway number. How do I change it, though? Because every airport has at least 2 runway numbers. Hey, you're the Nick. It's going all right. How you doing, man? So far, so good, anyway, Nick. Nick, I saw you streaming right when I was getting started. How'd your stream go tonight? Looks like you were playing Punch-Out? Okay. Doing great. Good to hear. Yeah, I'm over here trying to learn flying this plane. I'm trying to learn this tricky autopilot system here. So if you were wondering what the hell you were looking at, that's what it was. I'm zoomed in here trying to figure some stuff out. That game was hard. What, the Punch-Out? Is that Mike Tyson's Punch-Out? Oh, you thought this was the game? Oh, that's the game within the game. Yeah, to me anyway. This is the game within the game. This is the avionics. So as my first, I've been playing this for a couple weeks now since Microsoft Flight Simulator came out. So now I'm trying to learn the some of the more advanced systems, which was kind of all Greek to me from the beginning, and it's still Greek to me, but at least I know a few words in Greek now, I guess I could say. Alright, I'm had to figure this out offline. I mean, I thought I had read some stuff or saw some stuff in YouTube that I knew how to do some of that, but I still gotta. It's not all sticking. It was Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. Okay. It was called Mike Tyson's Punch-Out till he and Nintendo had a falling out. Oh, they dropped his name from the title. I didn't realize that. Okay. Hang on a second, what did I do?
Kojo 6262, you are 300 feet below your assigned altitude. Climb and maintain 5,000 feet altimeter 29.902.
Alright, I think I just found that bug I was talking about. Let's get that recovered. Alright, go. A little busy here, Holmes, trying not to kill myself.
Climb and maintain 5,000 feet, Kojo 6262.
Alright, let's pick up some more airspeed. Which way are we going? We're off course, obviously. Alright, let's get back on our heading. And, actually, you know what? I'm not sure if that was a bug or... Well, it had to be a bug because it lost complete trim, so... Alright, luckily we had enough altitude to recover. Stalling again. Power.
Kojo 6262, please expedite your climb to 5,000 feet.
Alright, let's try to set that up again. What happened there? Let's give some power for this climb, and then I need turn that on. disengaged
Kojo
again.
6262, please expedite your climb to 5,000 feet.
Let's see, which way is our waypoint? This way, I believe. Alright, let me get it leveled out, and then I'll see if I can set the autopilot back again. Actually, it's not. That's the wrong way. This way. No, it's not. It is to the right. Hang on.
Kojo 6262, please expedite your climb to 5,000 feet.
Alright, see if it'll pick up this time. Yeah, see how it's pitching up? That's really dramatic. You shouldn't be doing that. Let's turn that off. Alright, where am I? Alright, let me level off. Manually.
Kojo 6262, please expedite your climb to 5,000 feet.
Yeah, we heard you, dude. We're just going to ignore you for a little while. Flight level changing mode. Let's try that. Are we in nav mode? No. Alright, let's try that. See if it'll take over now. Properly. Oh, I'm not in GPS mode, am I? Am I in GPS mode? Yes, I am. Still not right. Alright.
Kojo 6262, please expedite your climb to 5,000 feet.
Let's get back on that waypoint and... Actually, it's not showing me the right waypoint. Okay. So this should be the way to the next waypoint.
Kojo 6262, please expedite your climb to 5,000 feet.
Hang on one second, Nick. I'll catch up on chat in a second. I'm kind of got an issue here, and I'm trying to figure out exactly what I'm doing wrong. Alright, so let me try this first. If I tell it level, heading select, set my heading. It's not that one. Alright, 5,000 feet. Sync my heading this way. Hold mode. Heading mode. Turn it on.
Kojo 6262, please expedite your climb to 5,000 feet.
flight director, what do you think I'm supposed to be doing here? There we go. Why are you pitching up so hard? Turn that off. I don't know what's going on. Alright, that should be level.
Kojo 6262, please expedite your climb to 5,000 feet.
Alright. So if I let go, why are you pitching up?
Stall. 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 Stall.
See if it recovers.
Stall. 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 Stall.
Alright, get back on that line right there.
Stall.
What are you doing?
Stall. Stall. Stall.
It keeps pitching up.
Stall.
I told you to hold. Alright, now it's leveling, but does it want to pitch down? It wants to pitch down. Alright, that's a little better.
Kojo 6262, please expedite your climb to 5,000 feet.
Alright, so it's stabilizing at 2,500 feet. Alright, let's see if we can get it to climb back up again. Also, let me put it on nav mode. And then it should follow the waypoints again. Nick had to go. Okay, Nick. Thanks for stopping in, man. I'll see you later. Alright, so where are we? Palmetto. Alright. So 220 is our current course. Alright. So I want it to follow the waypoints.
Kojo 6262, please expedite your climb to 5,000
Now we need
feet.
to re-engage our climb, so he'll shut the hell up. Alright, let's turn on flight level change mode to 5,000 feet. And we're just going to leave the airspeed about there, I guess. Let's do about that. Get some more power. Alright, that'll get us back to 5,000 feet, but am I not following? Not following my waypoints, am I? Alright, so approach mode, nav mode. Heading select is not on. Let's turn that off. Let's turn this on, see if it'll turn. Alright, so it follows heading mode. Why doesn't it follow... Why isn't it not following the navigation mode? I have the right CDIs set. VR 1 and 2 and GPS are my only choices. So, it should be that if I turn heading mode off and turn on nav mode, it should follow the pink line. Okay, now it's getting back on the line. Okay, never mind. It's odd. I don't know why it did that. Alright, so where the hell am I on this map? I'm totally off my own map. There we go. Alright, so that's our... We're back on course. That's our last waypoint here. Alright, I think that's okay. Yeah, I think the autopilot's still a little buggy. Let me see. Is there anything else I need to do with air traffic control? Alright, we got another 1,000 feet to climb.
Kojo 6262, contact Tampa approach on 124.905.
Roger that.
124.905 for Kojo 6262. Tampa approach Kojo 6262 is at 4,400 feet, climbing 5,000 feet. Kojo 6262, Tampa approach, continue as planned. Altimeter 29.902.
Alrighty. So let's see what it looks like around here. Sarasota that away. What's the airport we just passed here? Oh, that is Sarasota. Sarasota Bradenton International. Okay. So we just flew right through the airspace. Almost crashed in the airspace. Alright. So, I don't know. Autopilot seems like... Because I've seen it do that a couple times when I was flying off stream, trying to learn it. Where it just seems like it just kind of goes haywire for a little bit. I mean, the nose just pitches like way up all of a sudden, almost tries to like flip me over backwards. Alright, one thing I didn't get to do while we were... since we started right from the runway is... I didn't do any setup on my lights and stuff. So, let's see, it turned on our beacon light, our landing lights, taxi lights are off, nav lights are on, strobe lights are on, and everything else is on. Off, rather. Let's see, this is just my other instrument lights, panel lights. I mean, we're flying in broad daylight, we don't really need that much lighting. These are maxed out. Okay, that's the secondary gauges here. What is this one? Oh, avionics, okay. That's both of them at the same time? Yeah. Whoops. Alright, we're at 5,000 feet. I can throttle back a little bit. Alright, this is my tachometer here, my RPMs. And I think, from what I understood, on this plane, your cruising RPMs are about 2,300. Alright, it's about close enough, I guess. Alright, so 2,300 RPMs are getting us cruising at about 100 knots, just shy of 100 knots. Let's see if we pick up a little bit more speed. What about 105, somewhere in there? So at least at this altitude, looks like I need about 20, almost 2,400 RPMs to do about 105 knots. All right.
Kojo 6262 descend and maintain 2,000 feet.
Just when I was getting comfortable.
Descend and maintain 2,000 feet, Kojo 6262.
All right, so now we have to plan our descent to the next waypoint. All right, let me see how I do this. So I'm gonna use. Wait, what am I in right now? Altitude hold and heading. Am I in nav mode? No, I'm in nav mode. Never mind. I'm still in nav mode. I want to stay in nav mode. All right, so how do I descend? I can do flight level change, or I can do vertical speed. Let's do vertical speed. About minus 500 feet per minute. How about that? Cut the power a little bit.
Kojo 6262, please expedite your descent to 2,000 feet.
I thought I just did. What did I not do? Vertical speed mode. Vertical speed mode is on. Why am I not descending? What do I need to do? Cut the power some more, maybe. No? Oh, altitude hold mode needs to turn off, right? Yeah, turned off. No, it's on. I just turned on vertical speed mode, I thought. It is vertical speed mode. Why am I having problems? Oh, I have to change the altitude. I'm sorry. That way, 2,000 feet. Duh. Do that.
Kojo 6262, please expedite your descent to 2,000 feet.
Let me see. Vertical speed mode. 0 feet per minute. Try the other one. I'm doing something wrong. Let's see. Can't get to that button. Altitude hold, heading select. Nav mode is on. So I need to do vertical speed mode. Oh, did I not change the descent? I
Kojo
didn't.
6262 airport is at your 11 o'clock, 8 miles. Maintain present heading and altitude, report runway in sight.
There we go.
Maintain present heading and altitude, Kojo 6262.
Alright. Also, I'm too low on that. 2,000 feet. Alright, that should work. $5,000 feet per minute. Excuse me, 500 feet per minute. Alright, that should be okay. Uh, 6 miles to the runway. Let's get down there a little faster. So I think that's going to take too long. Also, I need an approach. I need to ask for an approach. They give me a runway? Cancel IFR.
Tampa approach Kojo 6262 would like to cancel IFR. Kojo 6262 IFR flight plan is canceled. Radar service terminated. Squawk 1200. Maintain VFR.
Alright,
Frequency change approved.
let's try that again. So, Venice. Traffic. What's the weather? Let's get the weather first.
Kilo Victor November Charlie automated weather observation 2200 Zulu. Wind 275 at 10.
275.
Niner. Sky condition clear. Temperature 15 dew point 13 C altimeter 2992.
Alright, so we need a runway going into roughly 275. We'll take 23. Alright, we're at 2,000 feet. Did that not work?
Kilo Victor November Charlie traffic Kojo 6262 3 miles north 2,000 feet inbound to land runway 2 tree.
Alright, let me see. Let's take it down to 1,000 feet. Flaps. Alright, where's our runway? Can we see it from here? I cannot. But may be able to see it here. Oops. Runway 23 is this one. Alright. Alright, let's take the autopilot off for now. See if we can get an eye on my runway. Oh, they gave me an approach. I see it. All right, it's right there. All right, what do I need to enter the pattern? Here we go. Need to be at, I can't see it from here. Alright, I'm assuming I'm at the right altitude. We'll just get in there and see what we can get. Uh, 1,015 feet. Alright, a little bit more flaps. Be alright. We'll be alright. Hey, Beccarita, how you doing? Long time. And I'm not driving trains right now, Beccarita. I am still alive, and so are you. How you doing? What you been up to lately? All right, full flaps. Where is my runway? And I think I've kind of learned that these pattern markers, I think they make me turn a little bit late. I notice if I follow them precisely, I end up wide of my runway most of the time. So Where is the runway? I can't see it. Speed is fine. It's fine, it's fine. There it is. There it is. A little more power. Kind of low. Off to the left a little bit. Full flaps, right? Yes, more power. Watch it. Go, here we go. I think we got it. Flare. We got it. We got it. Woohoo! Little brakes, little brakes. Get off the runway. We are clear. Take this taxiway. And now I don't know if this is a controlled airport or not. I've never been here. I'm guessing probably not. Alright, announced that we are clear.
Kilo Victor November Charlie traffic
That was a
Kojo
misclick.
6262 is clear of the runway.
Oh, it took anyway. Alright, 5.
Kilo Victor November Charlie traffic Kojo 6262 is clear of the runway.
Alright, Bagarita says, pretty fine. I've started a new job last week. Oh, congratulations, Bagarita. Whoops, sorry about that. Keep clicking the wrong thing there. Alright, let's see if we can find some place to park. That's good. I'm glad to hear that. Especially these days. Maybe we can park over here somewhere. Let's just follow the taxi line, see where we end up, I guess. So how's the new job so far? Searched 3 years for your dream job, finally got it. Oh, dream job. Very nice. Congratulations. Wow, kind of a dead airport, ghost town around here. There's not even any AI planes sitting around. Oh, there's some over there. I guess I'll go park near them. Join the party. Bagarita says, it's pretty fine and easy. I thought it would be harder, but actually is easy. Good. Easy to you, you mean? That probably means you're the right person for the job. Anybody have a place for me to park? How about right here? Oh, I got a parking grid. I guess this is good enough. Although there's a truck sitting here. Alright, parking brake on. Oh, now he moves. Thanks. It's a little raggedy, but it'll do. Alright, we are done. We made it. How do I shut this sucker down? Turn the electronics off, I guess? Battery off. Alternator off. Turn the key off, I guess. Lift the flaps. Alright. Woohoo! That's it. Alright, so that took longer than we thought. Donna was complaining because she says she watches too many short flights. But the actual flight itself was 52 minutes. Alright. So we left King's area at 12:27, arrived here in Venice at 1:20. So 52 minutes, 9 seconds. All right, cool. All right, I'm going to save there. Just in case I want to take off from here. Let's do that one. All right, so slowly getting the hang of the autopilot. But there are definitely some quirks with it that I still have to work out. All right. And I'm getting the hang of the Cessna 172 now. Let me see. Do I want to... Bagarita says, I work for DB in Germany. Deutschbahn? As a locomotive shunter for the cargo station, we get wagons together. Oh, you drive shunters. Nice. Oh, that's pretty cool. How about airliners? Nah, I tried airliners the first week that we streamed it, but I'm not advanced enough for airliners yet. There's a lot of systems on those that I have to learn, and I'm not quite ready for those yet. Yeah, what happened was we took off. I think we did the Airbus 320. We took off from San Francisco. We traveled to Los Angeles, but I couldn't land it. And I think after I learned some more of the basic avionics, like I'm learning on this plane, I'll probably be ready to give it another try. But there's still a lot of systems on those planes I have to learn. I have a pretty fine route if you would like to fly with an airliner. Oh, okay. No, I'm not going to fly with an airliner tonight. I'm still sticking with the general aviation planes. But if you have another route that you'd like me to give a try, be my guest. And nobody's online tonight. Wow. All right. Yeah, last week we flew with Athaburus. We flew in Texas, him and I. Well, actually, Texas plus Pennsylvania. And I flew with Katie's Angels, our friend Katie's Aura, the first week that I streamed it. But I haven't been able to catch her to fly again. So hopefully she'll join us at some other time. But yeah, if you work for Deutsche Bahn, Bagarita, I guess you're in Germany somewhere. You know any good routes in Germany? Let's see, where are we? It's Spain. It's France. Dusseldorf to Essen. See if we can find Dusseldorf. Where am I? That's France. Here. All right, so here's Dusseldorf here. Two big runways. How's our weather here? Let's pick a parking spot kind of out here somewhere. All right, and where do you say? Essen Mulheim, or however you pronounce that. See if I can find it. All right, here's that. Oh, that's a really short flight. It's only 9 miles. Yeah, I think we can go a little further than that. Let's see what else we got in the area. So we got... Oops, can't see that one. Let's clear that. Brussels? How far is that? 42 miles. Oh, excuse me, 89 miles. Cologne? 29 miles. Hey, caller. You thought like it would be bigger. Yeah. It's about 58, 80 kilometers. Yeah. Let's see. How you doing, caller? Brightside. 65 miles. Liege? That's France, right? How far is that? 63 miles. That might not be too bad. What else can we find? What is this? Or Frankfurt? Yeah, Frankfurt. I didn't even see Frankfurt. Where is it? Which direction? That's east, right? This way? Oh, it's way down here. That might be kind of long. Yeah, that's 100 miles, almost an hour. And the way I fly is probably going to be well over an hour. I'm okay, caller. A little bit tired. Long week. How about, that's too short. Wunstorf. How long is that? 58. Now, I don't know, what is this? How do you pronounce that? Tuge? I don't know how you say that. Is that still in Germany, going this way? Or what's over here by the coast? Valkenburg. What's that, a naval base? Dortmund is nice too? Okay. Let's try that. Which way was that? I forgot already. Here? Here? Yeah, type it in. No, Dortmund was like the real short one, so let's I don't think Cologne was much closer. Let's try a flight out here. What the hell? All right. Wait, how far was Brussels? I kind of forgot. 42 minutes. Marginally closer. All right, let's see what kind of route we can get. Actually, the routes change the time. Very funny color, very funny. All right, all right, we'll just take a direct flight. All right, so wait, do I need to change my no. Okay, I kept my settings from last time. I'm going to change this though. I put in 6.2 twice, not realizing I was going to pronounce both of them. Excuse me. All right, let's do that. Oh, you know what? I didn't change the time of day. I didn't necessarily want to do a night flight. All right, we'll do that again. Dusseldorf and Dortmund, actually both 30 kilometers away from me. Oh, okay. Uh-oh. Rip Bagherita. So Bagherita, how far do you have to drive? How far do you have to travel to go to work in the morning? Are you close to your job? Kind of a quiet night on Twitch tonight. There's not as many people playing Flight Simulator as usual. There's usually a ton of streams. And tonight is not that many of them. Take that back. A little slow loading in. No, it's a lot more. Never mind.
Tower Kojo 62 ready at runway 23, left departure to the west. Kojo 62 cleared for takeoff runway 23, left west departure approved.
It was the biggest... I'm
Cleared
sorry.
for takeoff runway 23, left Kojo 62.
It's actually basically because of Corona, they put me in another city called Ham. Oh, okay. It was the biggest cargo station in Europe. Okay. Yeah, so it dialed us up in real time, a night flight. Actually, no, it didn't. It dialed us up at midnight. That's kind of weird. Alright, either way, I didn't think I really wanted to do a night flight. Let me do that again. Sorry about that. It's like 80 to 90 kilometers away. Okay. $4 a.m. right now in Germany. Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, I'm 6 hours behind you right now. Alright, let's try that again. I kind of messed that up. Alright, so still have my points. Dusseldorf. And we're traveling to... I lost it. Alright. We'll pick it off the map. That's okay. Brussels? Actually, how far was Frankfurt again? I forgot. Is it that much further? Might not be. Yeah, a little bit, slightly. And what was this one? We were looking at this. About the same. Alright. We'll do Brussels. Okay. Double check my settings. Alright, that's right. Flight conditions. I would do like an AM flight sometime. Let's see. We're taking a direct flight. All right, so we'll do that. Let's try that. I mean, hopefully when I get more comfortable with my instruments, I'll be able to do night flights more regularly. But still learning a plane, still learning the systems. It's taking me a while to get everything in place. Caller, what you been playing this week? You been doing any streaming? I would recommend flying over Maaschen. It's the biggest cargo station in Europe and pretty big for real. Oh, okay. Thanks, Beccarita. I tried and couldn't even take off. Oh, you gave this a try? Flight Sim 2020 or a different one? All right, we got some daylight this time. right. Daffy's, if you're lurking, I just saw your message. I'll read it after stream. All right. All right, cruise speed in this plane is 124 knots. So I haven't been flying it as fast as it can go. I mean, and that's cruise speed. That's not top speed. So I can probably cruise a little faster and cut travel time. But I'm still getting used to it. Max altitude 14,000 feet. Okay. All right, our wind is 6 knots. What did that say? Go back. Hey, Blast Pop. Top speed is 180 for the Cessna 172. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think I was cruising around 95 on our last flight. Hey, Rio. How you doing? But apparently I can cruise a little faster, so I'll see about giving it some more gas. I just started flying the 172 this week, so I'm still getting used to it. 188. Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, I was only flying about 5,000 feet on my last flight, so I don't know if I can cruise that fast at that altitude. I mean, I know a lot of it depends on altitude as well. Rio says, I'll be in chat if you have any questions. Thanks, Rio. How you doing? Blast Pop says, just check the Cessna info on the net. Thank you. Doing okay, Rio? Rio, have you flown FS 2020? I think you have, right? If so, I have a question for you. You have. So, all right, so let me, well, first let me get started on this sucker. Let me see, what am I doing here? Let me see if I can remember what I need to do without the checklist. If not, I'll just go back to the checklist. All right, so fuel tank is set to both. Battery. What do I need to do? The alternator and master battery. Wait a minute. I need this battery, not that battery, right? Acknowledge. What else do I need to do? All right, so I don't have to prime like I do on the 152. I am not. Oh, the throttle. I have to change the throttle. About 25%, if I remember correctly. All right. I think that's all I have to do. All right, started. All right, what lights do I need? Turn my instruments up just in case. Beacon, taxi, nav. Now, I think I read that they said you're not really supposed to turn the strobe on until you're in the air, right? It's considered too not for the ground, I guess. On the runway, okay. But not while I'm taxiing. You're more of an X-plane guy, says Rio. Okay. Bagarita, sorry, I missed what you said. You said you did try FS 2020. Really amazing for newer, for real. Never thought we had the technology for that. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's, technologically, it's pretty impressive. All right, so why do I... Oh, I didn't turn the buses on. There we go. All right, so I'm leaving the strobe off till I get to the runway. And I don't think there's anything else I have to do there. So by Bagarita's request, we're flying out of, what is it, Dusseldorf, Germany? All right. I've got 3 grounds to clear. Me to attune.
Ground Kojo 62 with Quebec request taxi for takeoff straight out departure. Kojo 62 taxi to and hold short of runway 23 left via taxiway Charlie Alpha. Contact tower on 124.355 when ready.
23 left. Okay. Where's my taxi? Which way? That way. All right. All right. Release the parking brake. My wheel back.
Taxiing hold short runway 23 left using taxiway Charlie Alpha Kojo 62.
All right. Let me see. Is there anything else I need to do before I go? Let me just take a quick look at my map. All right, it's just a straight flight. I'm not, whoops, not doing any waypoints. Rio says, exiting, entering. It's just 3 because the airport has multiple ground frequencies, such as west, south, east. Okay. This phraseology hurts you. Yeah, you said that before. Blast Pop says, when I finally get around to get Flight Simulator, I want to fly some of the local short strips, and then once I've done that, I want to fly around Fiji. Bet that looks sweet. Yeah, I'm looking forward to getting some more exotic flyovers. Blast Pop. Most exotic thing I did this week, Blast Pop, was I flew over my house. I finally found my house in the game. Matter of fact, let me just show real quick. But, you know, I just still need a lot more practice to get control. But, yeah, I did finally find my house, and they mapped everything accurately. The map, you know, the way my neighborhood and everything is laid out is spot on. You know, locations of the homes and everything. But when you zoom down to ground level and you look at the houses at street level, they look like slums. It looks bad. It really does. So, but you know, it's all AI generated. It's not like our homes are handcrafted in the game or anything. So I'm impressed that we even get, you know, that much, that it's all, because it's all dynamic. So I think that's pretty cool. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, here it is. See if you guys can see that. Yeah, I think you can see that. Yeah, so that's the neighborhood where I live. I'm not going to say specifically where my house is, but yeah, I found it. And I'll show you one of the houses in the neighborhood, because I sent a screen capture to one of my neighbors, because they were the ones who were telling me about the fact that you can find you know, real locations in the game. So this is what they look like at street level. And our neighborhood is much more beautiful than that, trust me. So yeah. I mean, it's not a disaster. It's just compared to what they really look like, this is not what our homes look like at all. Look weathered. Yeah, it looks like a slum. It's just... And, you know, I mean, we have actual sidewalks and nice landscaping and everything, and this just looks beat to hell. So, but I think it was kind of cool that, you know, you could find it in the game. So yeah. From the air is what matters, not the street level. Yeah. Yeah, but no, I had to zoom down just to make sure I was like, is that really my house? And it was the right house and everything. It just didn't look anything like my actual house. But the neighborhood definitely is accurate. The way it's laid out, where homes are, it's actually really good. That's why I prefer X-Plane 11, says Rio. Oh, okay. I personally don't like MSFS because it focuses more on visuals and aircraft. Hello, WD. How you doing? Welcome. I'm doing okay so far, WD. Haven't crashed yet. So doing all right. And Backlin12864. Welcome and thank you for the follow. All right, let's go back to the flight. So let me think. Rio, I was going to ask you something. Nah, I can't remember. Oh, I know what I was going to ask you. Do you know if in the game there's a way for me to find my cruising altitude before I actually take off? Because I thought there was a thing where when you set your flight, like here, it told you what you're supposed to reach on your cruise, but it doesn't appear here. And the only way I found it on my last flight is once I was in the air, the traffic controller told me, ascend to 5,000 feet, whatever. But is there a way for me to know that before I start flying? Or you can just set it manually? Yeah, I mean, that's kind of what I did. I kind of had anticipated that it was going to be 4,000 feet, and I just set it. But, because I'm trying to learn the autopilot now, so I used it on my last flight. But I didn't know if it was a way for me to know that before I actually left. So I can just do that. Alright, no problem. We'll figure it out when we get there, I guess. WD, how you doing? Oh, you already said you're doing well tonight. Alright, cool. One more thing to change before I do that. Let me change my CDI. Something else. All right, nothing else is on, of course. All right, should be all right. At least my park and brake said that. All right, let's go. Technically, I'm supposed to taxi from back there, aren't I? Take a little shortcut. when controller tells you to go to like, what is that? FI 230? Hang on. All right, hang on a second. So, hey, Arthur, how you doing? So far, so good, Arthur. I was looking for you earlier, but nobody was online. Nobody on my friends list was online, so. All right, Rio says, when the controller tells you to go to, like, FI 230, I don't know what FI 230 is, Rio. You can say in the options to decrease your altitude to what you like. Okay, so you're saying how I can choose my own altitude. All right. Flight level. Okay, got it. Arthur says, yeah, I haven't played in a few days. Busy week at work. Okay. All right. Well, I mean, you know, it's not like I have a preference about what altitude I want to be at. I was just wondering if it was a way I could figure out what altitude I'm going to be assigned before, you know, I start, before I take off, I guess, but that's okay. All right, thanks, guys. Oops, not that way, this way. Getting acquainted with the autopilot? Yeah. Yeah, I used it on my last flight. I thought I was flying in Florida. I had a request from King to fly out of the Tampa area. And had a little difficulty when I got to my first waypoint. I'm kind of wondering if there's a bug. Because it basically... It got to the waypoint, it went to make a course adjustment, and it pitched up, way up suddenly, and stalled, and I had to basically, you know, recover it and get it back on track. And then even after I tried to, you know, get it to go back on following GPS, it kept doing weird stuff for a little while. It took a while for it to get, you know, get back to normal, so. I mean, I could always be doing something really, really stupid, but it feels like it's got a bug in it. You had the same problem? Yeah, and I've seen other videos on YouTube, people kind of reported the same thing. So I think maybe. Let's see, Bagarita says, the altitude changes by the route, I guess, but I don't want to lie. To avoid other planes, okay. Probably so. There are definitely some bugs in the autopilot. That's one that a lot of people are reporting. Yeah. Okay, but at least I know how to recover, you know, so I, you know, we were at high enough altitude. I think I was at 4,000 feet, 4,000 or 5,000 feet. I forget what leg it was. And so I had enough, you know, plenty of room to recover. At least it wasn't like on approach, you know, so. All right, let's see. Am I... I need to request clearance from here, right?
runway 23 left, ready for takeoff, departing straight out. Kojo 62 cleared for takeoff, runway 23 left, departing straight out, approved.
Alrighty. Oh, I didn't... You know what? I didn't do flaps. Well, let's get in position first, I guess.
Kojo 62, did you hear my last transmission? Cleared for takeoff, runway 23 left, Kojo 62.
Always forget to acknowledge is my biggest thing. Gotta remember to acknowledge. Alright, flaps. Minimal flaps. Where's my flaps? Alright, 10 degrees flaps. Alright, I think that's it. Oh, strobe. Alright. Let's see, before we go, Bagarita says, I guess there will be a big update for 2020 with 80 gigs on 80 gigs, I guess. Well, we just had an update this week. I don't think it was 80 gigs, though. Basically, all bugs get fixed. Yeah, there's still some bugs outstanding, apparently. Yeah, we just had an update. What day was that? Tuesday or Wednesday, maybe? Alright, we're up. Flaps up. Still on the runway, over the runway. Turned off too soon. That's okay. Hey, Husky! How are you tonight, Husky? Alright, so we don't have a lot of waypoints. We just got one waypoint, our destination. I might as well turn on it. What is that noise? Does anybody know what that was? Eth says, have you gotten a better feel for the trim and such? Yeah, I mean, I think so anyway, Etha. Although the flight right before this one, I was mainly just using the autopilot, so I didn't hand trim it. still trying to learn the autopilot and the navigation stuff. Matter of fact, to that note, let's see if we can set that up.
Kojo 62, you are leaving my airspace. Frequency change approved.
Of course I am.
Tower Kojo 62, frequency change.
Alright, how do I do this? So this is also tricky for me, transitioning from hand flying it to programming the autopilot, because I fly stick with my right hand and I mouse with my right hand. So it's kind of tough for me to transition from one to the other. Alright, let me see. Flight level change mode. Going 4,000 feet. Did he give me an altitude? I'm not sure he did. Yeah, see, even there he pitched up like ridiculously. Alright, it's kind of settling in now. Not as bad as last time. Alright, it's getting back on the flight line, which makes sense. That says I've started ignoring the autopilot. I feel like it caused you to change frequencies too much. Okay. Or the ATC, you mean? Oh, not the autopilot. Okay, I got you. Yeah, nothing going on there right now. Roughly 400 feet per minute to 4,000 feet. Did he give me an altitude? If he did, I missed it. 23 left, departing straight out. I never got an altitude. Alright, well. I'm not sure. We'll do 4,000 feet for now. Unless I get other instructions, I guess. But yeah, I'm starting to, I mean, at least I know some of the basic functions now. Like, you know, heading hold and altitude hold mode and navigation mode. Approach I still don't know yet. I have to study a little bit more on that, how to set up approach. Vertical speed mode and flight level change mode, I understand those now. I still don't know how to use the flight plan, like the menus and stuff in the flight planner. I have to figure out how to do that. I saw a video about how you can, you know, on your last waypoint set up the approach with this. I don't know how to do it yet, so I have to study some more video on that. But I'm starting to, at least half of the, you know, the controls in the autopilot are starting to make sense to me now. At least I know kind of how to read things. Alright, so it's about to level off at 4,000 feet. It's in GPS mode. I know the difference between GPS mode and, for example, if I switch to CDI, VOR, the VORs. I know what VORs are, even though I don't quite know how to, you know, navigate on them yet. Or at least I haven't done it yet. So, you know, I'm starting to put small pieces of things together. It's just a lot to learn. And Bagarita was asking me earlier, could I fly a jetliner? And I'm like, no. We tried that, right, a couple of weeks ago, and I mean, we got it from San Francisco to LA, but I couldn't land the sucker. Although I think now I maybe could at least set it up to hand land it. It was just last time I just, you know, I didn't know the parameters of the plane, I didn't know approach speed or anything else. I didn't know how much flaps I needed, and I just couldn't get it lined up. So at least I think I might be able to line it up and land it, you know, by hand. But I still don't know all the avionics. And I mean, you know, I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos for, you know, with real pilots and seeing how they set stuff up just to kind of get an idea of things. And even watching some, you know, some YouTubers who are real pilots who also play this, doing tutorials. And, you know, even, you know, watching them do stuff and, you know, how to, you know, find, you know, VOR approaches and, you know, ILF approaches, and then, you know, the localizers and all that kind of stuff. It's like, way over my head. But at least I'm starting to get some context for all that stuff. I just have to learn details. Actually, let me throttle back a little bit. There's that tone again. What is that? What is that tone? If anybody knows what that is, I will probably kiss you. I do not know what that is. I don't know. Wish I could help. Thanks, Atha. So Atha said you had a long work week. How'd things go for you this week? Oh wait, I got instructions. Continue to climb the designated cruise altitude. That's what I was trying to figure out. What is my cruise altitude? I don't remember getting instructions for cruise altitude. Departing 23 left straight out. Cleared for runway takeoff. Frequency change. To an approach? I mean, what do I need to do here? Rio, do you have any, if you're still there, do you have any idea what I need to be doing right now? Because obviously they're telling me I need to climb to an altitude, but I don't have an altitude. Is there something on ATC I can request it? Alright, tell you what. Let me climb to 5,000 feet just proactively. I don't know what they want me to do in the meantime. Weirdly, I think the designated cruise altitude is only visible on the flight planning screen before you get into the flight. Oh, is it? That's what I've been looking for. I've been trying to figure out how can I find it before my flight. Like, before I at least take the runway. I thought maybe, well, okay, so it would be on the main menu. All right. Because I was also looking on this part, the travel menu, because I thought I saw a video where if you hovered over any one of the waypoints, it gave you coordinates, and you know, that included like the altitude. But I'm not getting that. So Unless it's a different one. Navlog? Don't see anything there. It shows it in the menu. Okay, I'll have to take note of that next time. Thank you, Arthur. All right, coming up on 5,000 feet. I think I cut power too soon. There we go. Arthur said, your week wasn't too bad, just ended up being one of those weeks where I spent so much time helping other folks with their stuff, I didn't have enough time for my stuff. Gotcha. Weirdly, I think the designated cruise altitude is... Okay. Sorry, I read that one already. Hey, Katie. How you doing? Alright, well, it's still telling me continue to climb the designated cruise, but I don't know what I'm supposed to be cruising at. I'm okay, Katie. How you doing? Good. Good to hear. So we're flying over Germany tonight at the request of our friend Bagarita, who, I don't know, Bagarita's still hanging out? It's really late where he is because he's in Germany. He may have fell asleep by now. Bruggen AB. So is that like a... For some reason I had the impression it was maybe like an Air Force base. He's an hour ahead of you, yeah. But maybe not. Oh, he's still there. Still here enjoying it? Cool. Hopefully you don't have to work tomorrow, Bagarita, because you're up really late. Alright, zoom level. Drone speed. Alright, let me try this. Oh, you know, one thing I forgot to do also? I forgot that, I had some advice online that it's really good to use the controller to do this drone cam. And I hooked up my Xbox controller and I forgot to turn it on. This is closed, I guess. Oh no, that runway is closed. All right. Well, I'm still getting pulled away by my plane. Wait, there's a way to fix that. How do you do that? Ah. Drone lock mode? Drone follow mode. There it is. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. You don't work weekends? Good. I'm glad you don't, Beccarita. I do. Some weekends. All right. But yeah, I think I had heard that the big X's like that mean that that runway is not in service. Where'd my plane go? But I guess maybe this one is? I guess so. All right. No Saturdays there? You mean Bagarita? Okay. So I don't know if Blast Pop is still there, but he said in this plane I should be able to cruise at 100 and no, top speed is 180 miles an hour. Or was it 188, one or the other. But I thought I saw that the cruise out top or the cruise speed for this was 124. And I am nowhere near the cruise speed. You have to work some Saturdays or even Sundays. Oh, okay. So, let me see. So I'm guessing I can't really cruise at that speed unless I get more altitude. Where I'm flying right now, 5,000 feet. I mean, my RPMs are at 2,300 right now, which is, I understand this should be your cruise, roughly your range of cruise engine speed. Katie says, like here then? Okay. Free bacon sandwich from the boss on Saturdays? Yeah, I mean, as many weekends as I work, I never get anything free on weekends from my boss. But then again, I don't work in the office on weekends anymore. We all work at home now, where I am. All right, well, it still doesn't think I'm at cruise altitude. Let's see if we can get a little higher. Wait, there's a tone again. What was that? It stopped though. Let's go to 6,000. Might be a marker beacon. Ah. Well, it's interesting because I kind of have a direct flight. I just, unlike my last course, I had a number of waypoints. This one, my last flight, this one, I'm just point A to B. So I'm not sure. Unless it's just some of these other stations I'm passing along the way, maybe. Because I'm flying out here to Brussels. That's my only stop. Crap, how did I do that? There we go. Wrong way. No wonder. That's better. Alright, so we're going for 6,000 feet. Katie says I get confused between Brussels and Bruxelles. Is it the same place? I don't know. Same with München and Munich. Okay. Bagarita says it is the same place? Okay. Try a stall and recover it? Yeah, we did that already, Bagarita. I'm not doing it again tonight. And that one wasn't on purpose. My navigation system went to make a course correction on a waypoint, and basically I fell out of the sky, so I had to do a recover from that. It, for some reason, and it sounds like it's a bug, it pitched up suddenly, and I stalled and basically fell. Was not fun, but luckily I had enough altitude that it wasn't a catastrophe. Cologne is right. Koln is spelled Cologne, or pronounced Cologne. Right? Yeah, and I know that just from the newest version of Train Some World 2. The Aachen Cologne route. Bagarita, are you playing Train Some World 2? And hello and welcome to the Mojave Courier. And thank you for the follow. Katie says, I've been to Dresden a lot. In ETS, looks like a nice city. Atha says, gonna lurk a bit, be watching. Okay, Atha. Atha, try the lurk command. Actually, you tried it last week.
Are you still there?
I just remembered. Bagarita says, fastest train in Germany. Nice. Yeah. Yeah, as soon as I got it, that's the first thing I played was the ICE. There's Mojave Courier. Welcome. Thanks. Love the channel. Thank you. Appreciate that. Always fun here. Thank you, Katie. That's really nice of you. So Mojave Courier, where are you located? Are you in the Mojave Desert in the U.S.? Or do you travel there? Something like that? And Bagarita, to your point, even though the speed limit on that line for that run is 250 km/h, we got it up to 300 so far, and I'm sure it'll go faster, but I didn't plan it correctly. But now that I know that, you know, the run a little bit better, I should be able to get it up there a little faster. I'd probably do it the westbound direction coming out of Cologne, because you get onto the fast stretch quicker. So I think I'd just get there and I'd just forget, PZB and LZB, and I just let it go flat out as soon as I get, my first green, and just see how fast we can get it to go before it hits that first big curve. Because I think the first time I got up to 300, we were going the other direction, and we were probably halfway on, heading after you finish that last big curve heading into Cologne, and that's where the fastest part of the route is. But I didn't think of trying it, flat out until we were maybe halfway there, so that by the time we got up to 300, we were only a couple kilometers away from Cologne, and it was time for me to shut it down. So, Mojave Courier says, I'm from Oregon. Oh, nice. It's a Fallout New Vegas reference. Oh, the Mojave Courier is? Okay, I never played New Vegas. I played Fallout 3 and Fallout 4, even though I never finished Fallout 4. But I kind of missed out on Fallout New Vegas. Although I've seen a number of playthroughs of it from other streamers that I follow. Bagarita says the world record, by the way, is 409 kmh on a track only allowed 250. Wow. Yeah, 300 was my record, because I think that 300 maps to about 198 miles an hour, I believe. And my fastest before the ICE came out on Train Sim World was the HST on Great Western Express. I got that up to 157 miles an hour. So that was my fastest. I got close with it on, was it Rapid Transit? Yeah, probably Rapid Transit. I got the BR-182 Taurus up to 241 kilometers per hour, which I think is just under 250 miles an hour, 150 miles an hour. So those were the fastest that I had gotten. But yeah, the ICE is way faster than both, and it'll still go faster yet. So it's got some room. Katie says on Portal 2, just got the end boss to do. Oh, nice, Katie. So you're gonna be finished by the time we pick it up again tomorrow. Katie says, is it the TGV train that goes from London to Paris? No, it's the TGV is a French train, I believe. The ICE is a German train. You've been waiting, yeah. Bagarita says in real life, ICE is locked on 250. Yeah. Guyver says, Kojo, the F-16s are on their way. Yeah, I heard. Matter of fact, I've seen on one of the sites where you can download an F-18 now, but it has a lot of disclaimers on it. Like some of the avionics don't work. I think the basic HUD works, but a lot of other things don't work yet. Katie says, nice Mach 2 to Germany. But yeah, to Bagarita's point, the speed limit on that line is 250. The train itself, there's writing on like the side cabin that basically says speed limit 330. So it's not, in theory, designed to be driven faster than 330 km/h. Pretty sure it'll go faster than that, though. Well, obviously, because he said the record for it is 409. And what is that? let me convert that real quick, because I don't know what that is in miles per hour. That is 409 km/h. Is 254 miles an hour. Good God. Good Lord. These are the top of all the ICE, okay. ICE-1 can drive 280, ICE-2 can go 300, and the 3 can go 320. That must be the one that's in the game. And the 4, 250. Okay. Yeah, matter of fact, it is ICE-3... What is it? The BR... And I forget what it is. BR440 something? ICE-3DB. So basically they downgraded it, yeah. Alright, still on course, holding the line. About a little more than halfway there, I guess. Katie says, what's the new trains we just got in the UK? They can do 300 miles per hour eventually? Really? I don't know. I mean, I knew they were replacing the HST, but I don't know specifics of what's coming. 300 miles an hour is, whew, that's just, I can't even imagine. UK bullet trains. Yeah, I wonder where they're going to operate. Katie says, I know the new line is still unfinished. Okay. So I have to build a complete new line? Hydrate says color. Salute color. Oh. Good when I was thirsty. Color, I asked you a question earlier. I'm sorry if I missed your answer. I was wondering, what did you play this week? And also, did you do any streaming? And on that note, shout out for our friend Color. Doing GTA 5 most recently. You're doing the, what is it, SFPD or whatever it's called. No, San, not SFPD, that's San Francisco. San, what is it called? San SPDFR. LSPF. LSPDFR. Man. Los Santos. That's why, okay, that's why I should remember it. Los Santos. Got it. LSPD. All right. Baggerita says we still have the IC and the EC trains. Okay. Katie says I'm sad that a 250-year-old tree has to go bye-bye just for the new line to pass. Oh wow, yeah, that's too bad. Yeah, I agree with you, Katie. That is sad. Alright, so we're holding at 6,000 feet. According to this, we were still supposed to climb some more. You know what? Let's climb a little bit more. Let's see what happens. What the heck? Mojave Courier says, do you play with a gamepad or a stick? I have a flight stick. Mojave Courier, I have a older SciTech flight stick. Although I have been considering maybe upgrading or at least changing out to a yoke. I think a yoke controller might work better with these type of aircraft. Hang on a second. we're actually losing altitude. That's kind of weird. Does this not want to pitch up? Did I set the wrong mode? Why didn't that take? Oh, I was trying to do a different speed. Oh, hang on a second. Crap. Never mind, I see what happened. Alright. Also going way too fast. Pitch up a little more. Must have had the wrong speed set, so turn that on. Oh, no wonder. Way, way high on my speed. That's not right. Hang on, let me do that again. See if that'll work. It might not. Yeah, won't hold that speed. I'll try, I guess. Let's try that. Nope, it won't do that. Let's try it. Bagarita says, could you fly test-wise with an airliner? Me, Bagarita? Yeah, I mean, I've tested an airliner the first weekend that we streamed this, and like I said, we were able to take it off and fly it, but I couldn't land it, and also didn't know how to run any of the systems. So I'm going to come back to that when I get a little more experience in basic, and more to basics and more to avionics. Alright, that's actually... Alright, it's trying to hold the speed that we set for it. Target is 85. I mean, it's good at... It's getting it to 7,000. Pretty good rate of climb. Alright, I think it's alright. I'm gonna just leave it. Little touchy. But at least I'm starting to understand what's going on here. All right, coming up on 7,000 feet. All right, just inside 20 miles to our destination. Katie said I had a bouncy landing in a turboprop. I'm not ready for jets yet. Ah, okay. But hey, I got an achievement for it. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Bagarita, it's I can take it off. I think I can probably even land it right now, a jetliner. But there are so many, like I'm looking at this, and I only understand half of the systems on this plane. And then you take all this stuff, and on a jetliner you probably quadruple it, the amount of systems. I mean, you know, there's just so much more I have to learn foundationally before I feel like I'm going to give those another try. And I did start following a couple new streamers this week who play a lot of flight sims. Actually, both X-Plane and FS 2020. And one of them, she only plays GA aircraft. Like she's just not interested in jetliners at all. And she's playing, like, you know, she does jobs for, what is it, like FS economy and stuff like that, and everything she does is in these GA planes. And I mean, to me, there's a lot of variety in these types of planes. I mean, we have, how many of them do we have? Like 12, 15, somewhere in there. So, I mean, this is only the second plane that I've really graduated to that I feel comfortable, you know, driving. The 152 before this, and this is my first week driving the 172. So, and I did off stream. I picked up the what is it? The DA62, which is a twin engine. I just wanted to get in and see if I could start it because it's a cool looking plane. I'm looking forward to flying it. But you know, then, you know, twin engines, that's going to be a whole nother thing for me to graduate to. WD says, Kojo, check out Bish753 on Twitch, including his videos on demand. Oh, okay. I don't think I know him or her. His streams are more educational than anything. He explains everything. Okay. All right. Yeah. Whisper me his ID, WD. I'll check him out. Check him out. Katie says, but I got an achievement for the bouncy landing. And there's Hypo. Hello, Hypo. Thank you for the host. Katie said, did the fix... I'm sorry, what does that say, Katie? Did the fix the fling truck bug yet in Charles de Gaulle? Did they fix the fling truck bug in Charles de Gaulle Airport? The flying truck bug. I don't know. Hey, Hypo, how you doing? Thank you for the host. Welcome. I don't know, Katie. I'm not familiar with that specific bug. I hadn't heard about it. Well, do says WD. Thank you, WD. WD, I had me a lunchtime run on OMSI today. I did a tour in Chicago. Trying to make sure I still know how. Alright, 12 miles to our approach. Can we get some instructions now? Tune Brussels approach. Yes, let's do that. Request Class C airspace transition. See, I don't even know what that is. Let's go back. So where are we going again? We're going Brussels, which is EBBR. Okay. Alright, let's tune that. Tune Brussels Tower. Well, what happens if I request airspace transition? Class D. See, I don't know the classes either. I don't know what that means. Well, let's see what happens.
Brussels Tower Kojo 62 is type Cessna Skyhawk 11 miles east of Brussels. Requesting transition. Kojo 62 transition approved. Report clear of Brussels Tower airspace. Maintain on navigation.
Oh, no. I don't want... No.
Will report clear Kojo 62.
Wait a minute. I'm not transitioning out of their airspace. I want instructions for their airspace. Okay, that probably was not what I wanted to do then.
Brussels Tower Kojo 62 to land. Kojo 62 Brussels Tower. Make straight and runway 25 right. Altimeter 29er decimal 9er to wind 270 at 10. Fly straight and runway 25 right Kojo 62.
25 right. Alright. Well, we might as well start. Holy crap, I'm way off. Alright, well, you know what? Forget it. Let's hand fly it into the pattern. They gave me a straight in pattern, I guess. I didn't realize I was that close to the airport. I thought it was like several more miles than that. Oh well. I was going to try to set up an approach with the autopilot, but I guess I waited too late to try to start looking at it. Oh, don't do that. Some of that speed off before I break my airframe.
Kojo 62 cleared to land runway 25 right. Wind 270 at 10. Cleared to land runway 25 right Kojo 62.
Yes, I know. I'm just trying to get my altitude down. Then we'll get some of the speed off. Alright guys, bear with me for a second. I try to get set up here. Get some more speed off. Alright, if I get it below 80, I can get my flaps up, right? Still a little too high. I have a crosswind? I swear I can't keep it straight. Alright, good, good. Whoops.
Kojo 62, turn next taxiway.
My pleasure. That looks good. Wait, you said next taxiway. There's the next taxiway right there. Yeah, we'll take it.
Kojo 62, contact ground on 118.055. 118.055, Kojo 62.
118055. What do you want me to do here? Taxi to parking, I guess.
Brussels ground, Kojo 62, request taxi to parking. Kojo 62, taxi to general aviation parking via taxiway Bravo 6 Oscar Uniform Tango 4 Oscar Uniform Tango 5 Oscar Uniform Tango 6 India November 7 Oscar Uniform Tango 7 Echo 6 Echo 5 cross runway 1 Foxtrot 5 Whiskey 4 Whiskey 4 1 cross runway 2 5 right cross runway 1 Niner cross runway 2 5 right Alpha 1 November 6.
Wow, really? It's like a Saturday Night Live sketch.
Taxiing to general aviation parking via taxiway Bravo 6 Oscar Uniform Tango 4 Oscar Uniform Tango
Really?
5 Oscar Uniform Tango 6 India November 7 Oscar Uniform Tango 7 Echo 6 Echo 5 cross runway 1 Foxtrot 5 Whiskey 4 Whiskey 4 1 cross runway 2 5 right cross runway 1 Niner cross runway 2 5 right Alpha 1 November 6 Kojo 62.
What he said. Oh, man. I feel like I was trolled. I feel like they just trolled me with taxi instructions. Oh, man. All right, guys, welcome to Brussels. We got here in one piece. So no go-arounds tonight. We've been doing one-shot landings. I mean, it could still do a little better. To Katie's point, I was a little low coming in. But, we got it down. GG. Thank you, Donna. Guys, I haven't told her yet this, but Donna's my co-pilot. I hijacked Donna to be my co-pilot. Kappa. Don't forget you have to read it back. Oh, God. Do I? Maybe I did already. What is happening? You know what? Courier, I'm learning too. I wish I could tell you. We did just land at a major airport, though. I've been sticking to the small airports, but this one's, as you can see, they got serious jetliners over there. WD says, this reminds me of a game on a console where you had to fly the planes through the rings. Can't remember the name of it. I've done that. What game was that? I mean, the only plane game I've played on console at all is Ace Combat. So it might be Ace Combat. Katie said butter. Thank you, Katie. I feel like I'm starting to get better. Sometimes my approach is a little raggedy, but I'm starting to learn how to set the plane down good now. I just got to get better at my setup. Because that one was almost like, by the time I realized they'd given me an approach, I was way too high and way too fast, so I kind of had to make a quick adjustment to get down into the pattern. So I got to get better at anticipating, you know, setting up my approach and everything. But you know, little by little, I'm putting stuff together. Let me raise my flaps. I forgot. I'm also speeding on my taxi. Let me slow the hell down. Where am I going? Where are they sending me here? I mean, I knew this is a big airport, but my goodness, they're sending me to Timbuktu. Where am I going? This is an air... This... Am I about to cross a runway? God. Yep, I just crossed a runway. King said pilot wings just... excuse me, WD said pilot wings just remembered it. Okay. It was on Nintendo. Ah, okay. Yeah, I never played that. Yeah, I played XCombat 6 when it was on Xbox 360. Which is kind of a, you know... It's not so much a flight sim as it is a... It's more of an arcade sim hybrid, I guess. Because it has pretty good photorealistic graphics, and it's using, you know, real fighter aircraft. Where the hell am I going? I feel like I'm going in circles now. But it kind of has arcade elements in that, like, you launch and you have 200 missiles and 50 bombs and things like that. But it is still fun to play. I enjoyed playing it. And I know his Combat 7, I guess, is out right now. It came out, I guess, last year. I was looking into getting that because it's also cross-platform, but it's available on PC and both consoles. Katie said you play F-14 Fleet Defender? Did you really, Katie? I used to play F-14 Fleet Defender. You played it on Sega Genesis. Oh, okay. Yeah, I used to play it on PC. Matter of fact, I still have the discs around here somewhere. Yeah, I used to love fighter plane sims, and I liked Fleet Defender mainly because you didn't have that many fighter simulators where you could do carrier landings. And on top of that, the F-14 Tomcat is my all-time favorite fighter. I mean, you can't really, you can't beat the swing wings, you know, that was just so cool. And then it came out on, you know, in Top Gun, and it was like, oh, that's it, you know. Yeah, I always loved the F-14. I was sad when they retired it. Too fast for me. Yeah, the tough thing about F-14 Fleet Defender, though, was the radar system. I mean, they modeled the radar system in that thing so realistically. And this is the system that the guy in the back, you know, not the pilot, but the guy in the back, running that system is his full-time job, the RIO. And yeah, the RIO stands for, I think it stands for Radar Intercept Officer. And that radar is so complicated, the sim had a manual just for the radar. It was this thick. So yeah, that was the challenge with F-14 Fleet Defender, but because I love the F-14, I did it anyway. I made myself learn it. Oh, great. They texted me right through a plane just sitting there. Wonderful. You know, it's funny, Katie. I had a Sega Genesis also, but I didn't remember Fleet Defender being on that. All right, right on target. Parking brake on. All right, how do we shut this sucker down again? I should know by now. You know what? Let me just use the checklist, because we shut it down last time, but I always feel like sometime... All right, flaps up. I'm pretty sure we did that. Yeah, flaps are up. Landing lights, taxi lights, strobe. Oh, I didn't turn the strobe off. I should have done that before I taxied. All right, elevator trim set to neutral, transponder to standby. All right, let's go to the next one. Parking brake set, avionics, bus 1 and 2 off. Let's just do it now. Turn all these off. All right. Tick that, tick that. Engine idle, check to 650. Already turned it off. It's at 730. My throttles at minimum won't go any lower, so good enough. Magnetos cut off to test. Well, that's it. Was that the last thing on the checklist? Red switch? Oh, okay. Oh, red switch for the magnetos. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, you're right. These. Well, no, that's the battery and the alternator. Let me look at that again. Magnetos are the key, I thought. Yeah, it's the key. All right, did that. And then the mixture back to idle cut off. Right? Yeah. Right. Hush. All right. But yeah, still have to turn these switches off, even though it's not on the checklist. It probably was on the previous checklist, maybe. Or is it? Oh, securing. It's the one after parking. Okay. So ignition off, landing light off, taxi light off, navigation light. And then the master switch is here. Okay. Yeah. All right, done that. Standby battery switch to off. Oh, am I supposed to fly with that on? Okay. I think I tested it before we left, but what I didn't do was leave it on for the flight. I thought you were supposed to turn it off because this battery was on. Fuel selector left or right is already... Does it matter? Must be on left or right position. Oh, it's not on both. All right. That's kind of weird. All right. In other words, all that's done. All right, good enough. Cool. Welcome to Brussels, folks. Got us here in one piece somehow. Alrighty. Alright, sorry folks, if I missed anything in chat, please feel free to repeat it to me. But let me see if I missed anything else. Hypo, you have the night off tonight, if you're still there? You know, no Hypo stream on Friday? And looks like Hypo still working his way through Devil May Cry 4. Okay. WD person, sorry, I saw it in chat, but I didn't acknowledge it when you typed it. WD says I got my new computer and set up Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020, and now doing a bit of AMSI. Oh, GG, WD. I somehow forgot that you were getting a new computer already. That's cool. Yeah, because we just chatted about it the other night when we were driving towards an AMSI. I totally forgot. Katie says she's an awesome pilot. Donna, you mean? Yeah, Donna's got some experience with flight sims as well as sub sims and some other things that surprised me when I first found out. Maybe one of these days we can get Donna to stream so we can admire her handiwork. But no, I was kind of kidding because I don't do that. Go back. Let me load up that last save. Because I kind of, you pick like an avatar to do your Donna stream when? One of these days, like between now and never, Hypo. You pick an avatar to represent yourself and then an avatar to represent your co-pilot. Apparently you always have a co-pilot. So, let me load that up. I could have sworn I loaded that up. Oh, fly. Wait a minute, where am I? Brussels. So I picked a female co-pilot. And I'm half kidding. I didn't really specifically have Donna in mind when I picked it, but yeah, I did. But I'm not alone in that. I think Arthur Burroughs picked a female co-pilot. I'm pretty sure our friend DJ Acid, he picked a female pilot. Like he picked an avatar for himself as a female. So. Hypo says, and I have Monday off. Nice, Hypo. That's good. I'm glad you got some time off for the holiday. Husky said he is indeed. Referring to what, Husky? Sorry. Referring to Hypo being off tonight, I guess. WD says no worries, I'm enjoying it so much better. Nice. Katie says I want to try a ship sim. Do we have any good ship sims? I mean, the only ship game I'm even aware of is World of Warships. But that's kind of like an arcade fighting game, just using ships. I'm not even sure I would call that a sim. That's good, Hypo. I'm glad you got some time off. Hypo, am I wrong? Do you always not stream on Friday? Like that's not one of your normal nights? I might be confused about your schedule.
Brussels Tower Kojo 62 at runway 25 right, ready for takeoff, straight out departure.
Oh, they put me at the runway. I just wanted to go back to where we had parked. All right, well.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 25 right, Kojo 62.
Well, one thing that is kind of cool, if you guys weren't here earlier, notice that you put your call sign in. There's basically when you set your plane up, and it actually says Kojo 62. So I think that's kind of cool. I didn't know it would do that, but it works. Hypo says I don't stream on Fridays. Okay. One of your normal nights off. Got it. Alright, so... Boy, my plane is like idling pretty rough right now. What's up with that? But I just wanted to get a camera shot in here. Hang on. There we go. I just wanted to do this to show you. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't really look like Donna. I have to see if I can find a blonde. Then she'll look like Donna. Wait, am I going crazy? Did you recently give me VIP, says Hypo? Yes, I did, Hypo. You are not going crazy. You and Caller both. A little overdue. Apologize for the delay, but I should have done it a long time ago. Thank you guys for all the love and support that you give to the channel. Very much appreciate it. Look at you, Mr. Fancy Pants VIP, says Husky. Yeah, and color as well. I usually don't make a big deal of it when I do it, so I wasn't going to say anything. But since Hypo brought it up, thank both of you guys. I love and appreciate both of you very much. Anyway, so yeah, that's what it looks like. Actually, I just realized I didn't have to respawn the plane to show you guys that, because there's a menu option where you can see people. You're welcome, Hypo. Thank you. Katie says BRB. Okay, Katie. Damn it. You know what? I modified the alert command. Atha figured it out last week. I wanted somebody to test the BRB command. I modified that too. Maybe next time I'll get her to test it. Oh, well.
Are you still there?
Carla, you going to lurk or you just testing?
Never, ever, ever, under any circumstances, say, I'll be right back. Because you won't be back. I'll be right back!
He did it. He's just testing. I thought you were leaving. I was waiting for somebody to find it, you know? You guys know what that sound clip is from? I'm sure everybody knows that sound clip, right? All right, let me see. General, where is that? But if anybody doesn't know, that sound clip is from Scream. Scream 1. Here it is. Avatars. So I'm 9. Copilot is 18. I don't know why they split it up by wardrobe though, because some of these they have airline uniforms on, and some of them they just have casual clothes on. Why can't you just like pick a regular avatar, and then if he's in an airliner, then he wears airliner clothes. If he's in a GA plane, then he wears civilian clothes. I don't know why they made us split it like that. Kind of odd. Caller says Scream is a good movie, but I just don't like scary movies in general because they scare me. I mean, that's the point, but yeah. Yeah, I'm not big on scary movies in general, Caller, but I love Scream. And I think it's because Scream is self-aware. It knows what it is. it's really a scary movie that's a parody of other scary movies. Because they literally call out all the tropes. Matter of fact, that sound clip is about doing exactly that. You know, where he's explaining, don't say you'll be right back, because he's explaining all the ways people die in horror movies, you know. So I like that about it, that it's clever. Like that. All right, long story short, no blondes. All right, well, maybe somebody will come out with a more diverse set of avatar mods. Well, one of these days we'll get down on board, and she won't be able to object. All right, guys. I think that's gonna be it for me, folks. Appreciate everybody hanging out. Donna says I'm not blonde. You changed, Donna? Because last I saw, you kind of were. I can't keep up, Donna. You have so many looks, I can't keep up. So what are you now? Are you red? I'm afraid to ask. Maybe I shouldn't ask in public. As long as you tell me, Donna, you didn't go this way. Because I think a lot of people will be upset. And for those of us who do not know what Donna looks like, she has a profile picture on her Twitter page. And also, I think on her actual... her Twitch profile, her background image has a picture of her, so you can get a pretty good idea what she looks like. For those of you who have not had the chance to see our lovely friend Donna. Donna says, I'm dirty blonde. My driver's license says brown hair. Oh, okay. Dirtier the better, Donna. Kappa. All right, folks, so hopefully I see you guys on Saturday. Everybody have a great rest of your night. Appreciate it. Take care. Be safe. Wash those hands.
You're breathtaking.
You, color.